Hi everyone, welcome back to Dashly YouTube channel. This time we are going to talk about leads. Well, actually continue the conversation about leads. I'm sure you've already mastered the leads generation on your website, and now it's time to learn how to work with leads further. So whatever you're doing right now, either commuting or having dinner, enjoy this video full of best tips and practices on how you can manage leads on your website. This video contains 4 main blocks on the lead management: lead capturing, lead enrichment and tracking, lead qualification, which is also known as lead scoring, and lead nurturing. So this video contains best case campaigns and the most efficient ways you can work with your leads on the website. Well, indeed, you drive traffic to your website and you want to work with the leads. So first, you generate leads. Next, you're going to work with them. And actually, that's what I'm going to tell you, how you can work with the leads so that they can become your customers or standing customers. Well, of course, if you are just starting, you can work with each and every opportunity manually. But once your business starts growing, that thing won't be possible. And one day you'll have to add some automation to this process. So what is actually lead management? Lead management is a step-by-step work with the leads that come to your website. So you grab the opportunity, then you also track what is happening with this opportunity on your website. So you sort of track what lead is doing on the website, like on different pages, Later, you would also like to qualify your lead just to understand whether it is your opportunity or not, whether it is your potential customer or not. And finally, when you find out that it is your potential customer, you start nurturing it. So all leads are divided into 3 main groups. The first one is cold leads, so the ones that are totally new to your website. Next is warm leads. So these are already interested in what you're doing, in what you're selling or in what you're offering, but they are still a bit hesitant about whether they're ready to buy or not. And finally, there are hot leads, and these are typically sales qualified leads. And these are almost 100% ready to buy, but they still need a little nudge from your side. So the first step of lead management is lead capturing. And lead capturing is actually the same as leads generation. So we've already covered this idea in 3 super videos. So if you need any fresh ideas on lead magnets that you can launch right now on your website, just click here and find some inspiration. So basically there are 3 main ways you can grab a lead opportunity. First one is a pop-up window, then a live chat, and also the lead form on a website, which is a bit old-fashioned already, but still it works. So while that step can be configured easily and under 5 minutes, next step is more important, and that is lead tracking. So lead tracking is very close with lead enrichment, and that is actually all the information you are going to collect about a particular lead on your website. So what is lead enrichment? It is getting as much information as possible about a lead so that you can understand whether it is your potential customer or not. There are some platforms that do this automatically. For example, Dashly. It tracks what a website visitor does on a website, what pages they visit, what buttons they click, what information they are reading. So as a result, you get a full picture of what a lead has been doing on your website, what they've been searching for. And that helps you make a conclusion whether you need to continue working with that lead or not. So lead tracking not only helps you with lead enrichment, but it also helps you with segmentation, qualification, and the bottleneck campaigns. So segmentation helps you group all the leads that you've collected on your website according to their interests. For example, those who are interested in t-shirts, those who are interested in apartments in New York, or probably those who are interested in a freemium of your product. Well, also lead tracking helps you with the qualification, and that is actually the next step we are going to cover. And finally, tracking helps you with the bottlenecks, especially with Dashly, because it has a funnels feature. So just you can build a funnel and see where the bottleneck is. So what are actually the examples of the events that you can track on a website? Page visit, scrolling the page to the end, clicking on an element on the website, product view, filling in a form, or even an attempt to leave a website. Okay, so once you've tracked all the information, indeed you need to do something with it. So like, why were you collecting all this information? And here are the ideas. So here are the standard scenarios for tracking and the following action from your side. You can send an email with the viewed products, and next an email with the abandoned carts. You can also shoot an email with the unfinished sign-up process. That can be also a chat message that engages a website visitor into a conversation. Well, that can be also a pop-up window that invites for a demo session. And there are also maybe a pop-up window in case of an order cancellation, for example, with an additional discount or a free shipping opportunity. So lead qualification or lead scoring is actually what comes next after lead tracking. So lead qualification helps you understand if you need to continue working with that lead or not. For example, if your sales team works with the leads closely, they need to understand if they actually need to spend the time on a lead or not. So there are 5 questions that will help you understand whether you need to qualify a lead or not. So let's see what type of campaigns, what type of messages can help you understand whether the lead is qualified enough or not. For example, you would like to know if the user looks like your target audience. Will their problem be solved after buying from you? Can they make a purchasing decision? What can help or discourage a customer from buying? And finally, that is not a question, but actually a question to your CRM with this segmentation. So the question is, which actions have already been taken by the lead? So that way you will understand whether they have visited particular pages of your website, whether they have clicked certain buttons or not. So, well, indeed, that depends on your case, but of course, you would like to know if the leads are warm enough and qualified enough to stay in your funnel. What is also nice about lead qualification is that it helps you understand your analytics better. Like the analytics get very clear once you know that the numbers that you have on a funnel are the reliable numbers. And the final step of the lead management is the lead nurturing. What is it? So let's take a look at the funnel one more time. You've collected leads, then you've started tracking them and finding out whether they're a fit for a funnel or not. Well, then you just narrow your funnel a little bit more and you qualify leads. So once you've qualified them, you understand that a certain number stays with you. And now it's time for leads nurturing. Well, leads nurturing means directly bringing to a sale. You start warming up your leads, you start getting acquainted with them, you start telling them about your products more and more. So here are a few instruments that can help you with the lead nurturing. Well, first of all, that is email campaign. Well, emails indeed are a room for creativity. So based on the data that you have collected about the leads, you can shoot a variety of emails depending on what leads are interested in, what they've been checking, what they've been clicking on, and so on. Next is web push notifications. Well, that is indeed not an email, it is a number of times smaller than that, but still it is a convenient way to deliver some news, promotions, updates, blog articles, and whatnot. Next is chat messages. These actually work when a lead is on the website, but that is still a perfect way to continue working with the leads. So you show them a message which can either engage into a conversation with the leads, or it can just push slightly to the next step. If your target audience is using messengers, don't forget to use it as well. So this communication channel can bring you more opportunity to get in touch with your audience. And finally, you can also shoot some messages via social media. But of course, that is where you need to know the contact details of your audience. Indeed, at some stages earlier, they need to subscribe to the social media campaigns. There are 4 steps you need to pay attention to when working with the leads on your website. Step 1 is lead capturing. Just make sure you collect as many leads as possible. Be creative here. Just don't limit yourself to a pop-up window. Try other ways as well. Next is lead enrichment, and that is very close to the lead tracking. That's where you gather the additional information about your leads. Step 3 is the qualification step, and that is where you get closer and closer to your audience. You get to know what traffic is on your website and how it can be converted to a sale. And finally, there is lead nurturing, that is like personalized, probably even one-to-one communication with your potential customers that is aimed at a sales step. By the way, you can manage all the 4 steps via Dashly. The link to the sign up is in the description to this video. The first 7 days are completely free and you can try as many ways of communication with your audience as possible. Just find what works best of all for you. So that is it for today. Don't forget to subscribe to the Dashly channel as we deliver as much useful information as possible every week. So if you select Dashly as a tool for the lead management, everything will be done automatically. Well, that will help you unload the salespeople and never miss a lead opportunity. Now let's discuss in the comments, how is lead management working for your case? What tools do you use? Share with us as much information as possible in the comments. See you in the next video!